Hello, everybody. Sorry, I just found out that there's this new thing that you can add videos now. So I thought, well, I'll give it a shot and try and do the stream with my videos, my intro and outro videos, the awesome ones that Lauren made for me. I love them. I can't stream without them because they just very special. They just awesome. How is everybody today? I hope everybody's had a fantastic week so far. Let's see who's here. I see Cameron's here, of course, and Alphonse and Andrew and ZS3PV. Hello, everybody. Oh, Alphonse says you look pretty tonight. Why? Why do I look any different to any other night? Maybe my hair looks different. I don't know. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So tonight I kind of wanted to speak on a couple of things. A couple of things that I have been seeing what's going on this week, and a couple of things that I'm not very happy with. Um, Although it's been an extremely, extremely busy week. Like, that's why I'm sorry, guys, I didn't stream on Wednesday. I'm literally getting home from work and I am passing out. Like, I'm finished. Even tonight, I'm absolutely exhausted. But I wanted to touch on a couple of things. Um, ZS3PV says, Alfredo is talking bully. You always look pretty. Thank you, ZS3PV. um, the first of all, Leanne Princess is here. Hello, my sweetie pie. Nice to see you. Laura, you got this. Thanks, my babes. The first thing I want to touch on is all the murders of the homosexuals in the Cape Flats. This to me is disgusting. I'm not very happy about it. I personally, my brother is gay, and I'm proud of him. And in actual fact, I'm very proud of him. Okay, because he's not trying to hide who he really is. He's being who he is, and the one thing that I can say about the gay community is you can trust them. They're reliable. They make good friends. There is no such thing that a person is a lesser person because they're homosexual. I'm sorry, that is my own personal view. And I'm sure knowing most of you, I'm sure most of you will agree with me. But since February, 12 gay men and women have been murdered. I mean, like molested and burnt and stabbed. Okay. Like, guys, it's not right. You know what? Just because you're gay, it doesn't mean you don't have feelings. Just because you're gay, it doesn't mean you don't want to be loved. Just because you're gay, it doesn't mean anybody can't love you. And from the moment Leanne Princess says they are amazing, wonderful, and Al-Nan, whatever that is. From the moment I found out that my brother was gay, I accepted him. And I still love him unconditionally. The reason being is it doesn't change who he is. It doesn't change the fact that he's my brother. It doesn't change how I see him. It doesn't change his personality, guys. Like, if you find yourself a gay friend, they will be the best friend that you will ever have. And that is one thing that I can say. They don't stick you in the back. They don't backchat you. If they have something to say, they will come and say it to your face. Okay? Yes, Cameron, that is correct. All lives matter. All lives matter. So along with the farm murders, we need to start saying out there that we are not going to put up with these murders of the homosexuals in our communities. It is terrible. And the amounts of homosexuals that are getting murdered in our communities is disgusting. Like, it's absolutely mind-blowing that there is no media coverage about this. Yes, there's media coverage about the farm murders. Yes, and there's a whole big hoo-ha about it. But what about the gay community? What about the gays in the Cape Flats that are being murdered every single day? Something needs to be done about this. Somebody needs to say something about this, and somebody needs to bring awareness about this. I saw a TikTok about this the other night from my brother who's gay. And I got upset about it. I was almost in tears seeing this video of these 21-year-olds and 22-year-olds and 35-year-old that was stabbed 25 times. 25 times, people. Then there was a 21-year-old that was strangled with his shoelace not far from his house. Guys, this has nothing to do with color or race. Okay? I don't care if you're black, white, Indian, yellow, pink, purple, green. I don't care. Murder is murder. Mutilating people is murder. Raping people is rape. Burning people is murder. It doesn't matter what color you are. But why? It's such a big thing to discriminate about color, but why is it not such a big thing to discriminate with your sexuality? Why? It is wrong. It is wrong. Do you think because they're gay that they can't be Christian? Do you think because they're gay they can't go to heaven? Leanne says, I never heard or knew about this. Shocking, unacceptable. It is unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. You know what? God loves all of us as his children. It doesn't matter what your sexual preference is, guys. But the fact that homosexuals in our communities are getting murdered and raped and mutilated, and nobody is saying anything about this. And on top of all of this, the gay people who are teased and bullied and everything else on TikTok, Twitter, and everything else. TikTok, believe it or not, is the worst with the bullying when it comes to gay people. It's time we put a stop to this and we say no. It's time we stood up and we said, this is unacceptable. And we do something about it. Because nobody else is going to. It's not only farmers that are having problems. It's not only BLM. We need to do something to bring awareness to this situation. Because people are not aware. People are not, that they don't know about all of this because the media is not even covering this. Where, our president, he's so quick to stand up against GBV. Well, I'm sorry, I call it RPV. Okay? It's not gender-based violence, it's interpersonal violence. It is interpersonal violence. This whole thing where women are the only ones who are abused is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Women can be as nasty and as violent as any man can be. It is not GBV. It is IPV. And if the government, if Cyril Ramaphosa can stand up for GBV, then why can he not stand up against the homosexuals who are being murdered? Why can he not stand up for that? We need to make a change. We need to change something in our communities. We need to start teaching our children that to be homosexual is not wrong. It is not unchristian. It is wrong to hate another human being, either for their color, their race, their religion, or their homosexuality. It is wrong. Cameron says people should stop targeting these people who are making these choices, because who do these people think they are, doing these sick things to others? Exactly. And I was actually having a conversation with my boss today about that situation as well as other situations as well. And I can't even imagine what you would have to have going through your brain to be able to stab another human being. What sick thoughts and things do you have going on in your head that you can physically walk up to another human being and set them alight? How do you? I mean, I read an article on the World News Group, I think it was yesterday, about a boyfriend who set his girlfriend alight. I mean, really? What must be going through your head? Honestly, what must be going through your head to walk up to somebody, pour petrol on them, and set them alight? Really? Like I can't fathom it. Honestly, I can't. Laura, I think we should all protest against this. Yeah, I agree with you, Cameron. It's disgusting. Lynn says we will never understand why. We just need to shed our light on how wrong this is. But that's the thing, Lynn, is everybody keeps quiet about it. Nobody says anything. And this is exactly why I said I'm doing a bit of a vent tonight, because it's a vent. Because I don't understand how people can get so upset about being discriminated about by their skin color. But when you're discriminated against because you're homosexual, because of your sexual preferences, then it's not a problem. How is this not a problem? I don't get it. I don't get it. And it's the same people who are complaining about being discriminated against for their skin color that are being murdered because of their sexual preference. How is this right in any sense or form? How is this right? Somebody explain to me how this is correct. Cameron says, I'm going to make my protest sign in the morning, but you just let me know when and where we protest. Yeah. I don't think I wish we could do an actual protest, but Gerrit Zede said we are getting more and more desensitized. Yes, and it's wrong. It's completely wrong. I mean, the fact that somebody can actually, I mean, there was that video of with the gangs killing that oak and chopping off his hands and his head and stuff on the street. How people can sit and watch these videos, I don't understand it. I don't. I feel sick to my stomach, and I literally feel like I want to throw up when I watch these videos. I don't understand how people can sit and watch this crap. And when there's an accident on the road, how people slow down to look. Why do you want to see this stuff? Why? I don't get human nature sometimes, because you get human nature where you've got people like all of us, where we're out there to help people and we care about people and we do the best that we can every day. And then you get people who want to see terrible things happening to people, and I can't, I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get it. Lynn says, shine your light, you are not venting. Thanks, babe. I'm not getting angry enough. I know, I think I'm just too tired. Lynn's also said it is not right. No, it's not. Cameron said, Laura, you have just inspired me to make a video about making people aware about all of this. Good. Cameron, make a video about it. Lynn, please also make a video about it. I'm going to be making a TikTok about it as well. Because it is unacceptable that there is no awareness about people getting murdered, mutilated, burned, and raped because of their sexuality. Really? Since when have people not allowed to have their own human rights because of their sexual preference? When is this not allowed? So they've turned around and said, okay, that gay people are now allowed to get married in South Africa. Okay, so you accepting the gay community into the country. Okay, good, fantastic. But why are you not standing behind them? Why are you not standing with them? Why are you not supporting them? This is the questions that I have for our wonderful president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. When is something going to be done about the murders of homosexuals? What are they? I'm trying to think of the right term. What's it? LGBT or something. LGBT. Hendo says grotesque violence, sad state of affairs in SA, failed state. It is a failed state. I hate to say it, but it is. Lynn says, Laura, I've decided that I'm going to shine my light on my channel to make a difference, telling all how wrong this is. Thanks, Lynn. And that's also what I've decided to do on mine, because I can't sit back anymore. I can't watch this happen. I can't. I literally I can't even breathe right now because I'm just so upset about this whole thing. The fact that people are getting treated inhumane because of their sexual preference. To turn around and say that they are not human, they're not Christian, they're evil. Oh, and the best one of all that I've heard, okay, is that, yes, that's it, Lynn, LGBTQ, yeah, is that people are too scared to leave their children with gay people because they're worried what they're going to do to their children. So explain to me how it's easier to leave your child with any other complete stranger, but not a homosexual stranger. Explain that to me. Explain it to me. I don't understand it. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't understand what the difference is. I don't. Hello, Chantal. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a vent. Gerrit says, same process, a person who starts a job at a morgue. First body he handles, he gets sick and can't eat for days. After many bodies handled, he is so used to it, he or she feels nothing. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't understand how, as a human being, you can actually get desensitized to this. I don't actually. I mean, to me, then how do you have a conscience? How do you? Yeah. Lynn says kids are safest with them. You get serious sickos out there. That's true. Gerrit said we should not let our sense get used to these terrible things. No, we shouldn't. We should always be aware at how bad these things are that are going on in our communities. We need to be aware of them, because if we're not aware of them, then what are we changing in our communities? What good are we doing? And I think that is a question that we need to ask ourselves every single day. What good have I done today? What have I tried to change today? What positive attitude have I done today? What positive change have I done? And I'm not talking about in your own life. Yes, you need to make positive changes in your own life, but I mean in your community. Because it's as important to make a positive change in your community as what it is to make a positive change in your own life. And if we're not doing these things, what is your purpose? Am I the only one who asks myself this? What is my purpose? What is my purpose on this earth? What is my purpose for being here? If I am not helping fellow men, and if I am not being there for others, okay, what is my purpose? Lynn says, I cannot accept any of these horrific atrocities happening on a daily basis. No, I can't either. Hendo said, sadly, all this excessive violence seems to dehumanize people. Should not be like that. No, it shouldn't. We were never made to be like that. We were never designed to become desensitized to this violence. If that was the case, we would have been born desensitized to this violence. It wouldn't have to take as much as it takes for us to become desensitized to this. I mean, look at these soldiers and that coming back from war who suffer with PTSD because we're not designed to be desensitized. We are not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be like that. Cameron says, I think everyone should make a video message to the president of demanding him to notice this stuff and post it on any social media platform like YouTube, for example. I agree, Cameron. We need to. Everybody with a YouTube channel, we need to make a video and bring to light about these murders in the Cape Flats that's happening against homosexual people because it is wrong. Gentle says, my motto, live and love. Exactly. And that's how we're supposed to be. Lynn says, like you, Laura, I cannot verbalize my horror and disgust. But that's the thing, is I almost feel speechless. But I can't, I'm trying so hard to put into words how disgusted I feel, how utterly disappointed and upset and disgusted about what is going on. Completely. It makes zero sense to me. I don't understand how people can just sit back and they can watch the shit happening and nobody does anything about it. I can't. I don't understand it. I seriously don't. But anyway, I've been talking 40 minutes on that. Lynn says, I agree, Laura, we'll do it on my channel. I'm going to be doing a TikTok about this as well, guys. So if you're on TikTok, please go and find me. My handle is at Laura440. Okay? It's in the description below as well. Please go and find me on TikTok and find this video and share it. Share it everywhere. Okay? Share it on Twitter. Share it on wherever you want to. Okay? But share it. Let's start getting the word out there that this is happening in our country and something needs to be done about it. Something needs to change. Some awareness needs to happen. Okay. Lynn says, please share with me, please. I will. Of course I will. Henda said, struggling to comprehend what unfolding in South Africa over the past 20 years in SA. It's terrible. It's absolutely, our country is falling apart. It literally is falling apart at the seams. Our police stations, our fire stations, all government organizations are falling apart. They are literally falling apart at the seams because there is no support from government. I mean, is it just me? But why are we bringing in Cubans that we want to pay 20 36 million rand or 32 million rand or 63 million rand, I think it was. We want to spend 63 million rand bringing in Cuban engineers. So somebody please tell me what is wrong with our own South African engineers. They're the first people to turn around and say to like Elon Musk, who wants to bring a Starlink internet service into South Africa, oh, you have to be 30% black owned. Okay, you have to be BEE compliant. But now they're going to bring Cuban engineers into our country that we are paying for, whereas that job should have gone to South African engineers. It should have gone to South African engineers. How can we turn around and have double standards? How can we have double standards? Lynn says, it's the whole world. As Chris Wyatt said, RSA is not another Zim, it is another Congo. Yeah. Andrew says, most of the violence in the Cape Flats is gang-related. So much goes on every night in that place. To get to the bottom of it will take years, but we need to start somewhere soon. But the problem I have, it's not so much, the gang violence has been going on for years. But they are targeting homosexuals in the Cape Flats. Not only in the Cape Flats, everywhere in South Africa. But in the Cape Flats alone, 12 people have been murdered, mutilated, raped, and murdered and burnt because of their sexual preference? No, come on. Come on. In 1994, SA had the potential to rival Germany as an economic powerhouse. SA should have been light years ahead, not hurtling back to the Stone Age. Exactly. We were 10 steps ahead, and now we've gone 20 steps backwards. Gerrit says our society is moving backwards to the Colosseum, crowd cheering violence and screaming for more blood. Yeah. Lynn says all the engineers have left the country, sadly, because they cannot get a job. Yeah, because the government would rather bring in international or foreigners into the country to do the jobs that his own people should be doing. Harris said violence and entertainment has become entwined. It's disgusting. It's really, I can't even. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to discuss is how we're damaging ourselves. Rolf said, to be fair, in the Stone Age, there were only two genders. Yes, there were. But half the time, there was only two genders because people with a different sexual preference was not accepted. So people kept quiet about it. They didn't know it existed. But now we know it's existed. We've accepted it. We've accepted homosexuals into our communities, which is the right thing to do. We now, like in South Africa, it's legal for homosexuals to get married, which I don't have an issue with that. Let them get married. Let them be able to have a happy, fun life like the rest of us. Why should they not live like the rest of us? Why should they have to live in fear? Why should they have to sit back and be bullied and tortured and ridiculed for their sexual preference? That's like getting ridiculed for having an opinion. Like I saw another YouTuber, I'm not going to mention names, but turned around and said, oh, let's talk about this subject, but I'm not going to be judgmental. And then when people had their own opinions about it, they were judgmental, hugely judgmental. It pissed me off because it's like, you know what? Just because someone has a different opinion or a different view to you doesn't make them a worse person, doesn't make them any less of a person. We need to be there to help each other. It's just, Jan says the Cubans are communists and the ANC are communist. ANC will help communists, and when it's a fuck up, it'll be blamed on apartheid. Everything's apartheid's fault. Lynn said it's cheaper to bring them in. Henda said white engineers not hired is blatant racism. Add insult to injury to waste taxpayers' money on dodgy Cubans with our level of unemployment. Exactly, that's the thing. We have such a high level of unemployment, and our economy has gotten even worse now because of COVID. Okay. But now, instead of hiring our own people, I don't care if they're white, black, Indian, green, purple, whatever. But we should be hiring South Africans to fix our country. Why are we getting foreigners in to fix our country? Why are we paying foreigners to come in and build infrastructure in South Africa? Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Sorry, guys. I'm usually quiet and I'm usually happy and I'm usually, but this whole thing that I've been seeing this whole week is really gotten to me. It embedded deep in my soul, and it's just something that needs to come out. I'm tired of sitting back, and I'm tired of not saying anything, and I'm tired of I'm tired of keeping quiet, because there's certain things that we can't keep quiet about. And to me, that in itself should be an inspiration. And while I'm on the inspirational side, guys, the other thing I wanted to speak to you about is damaging yourselves. Again, also brought on by a TikTok, okay? And the reason why, Lynn said some good news, they have arrested Trevor Murphy's killers this afternoon. Oh, good. You know, I'll touch on it more on Sunday, but we need to stop damaging ourselves. And the reason why I say we're damaging ourselves, okay, is because there is so many times. How many times do you apologize in a day? I want to know, how many times do you guys apologize to other people every day for being you, for saying something or doing something that is you, but nobody else wants to accept? Yeah, Lynn says all day, every day. Why? Why? I do it as well. That's why I'm not having a go specifically at you guys. I do it too. I do it as well. It's sad. It's terrible. Why are we apologizing for being who we are? Why? We shouldn't have to apologize for being who we are. So what I want your Linda's to fit in. No. And you know what? This is where we have it wrong, guys. This is where we have it so wrong. Why? And again, it was a gay guy on TikTok apologizing for being gay. Why? Why are you apologizing for who you are? Because people don't want to accept you. You don't need to fit into other people's lives, guys. Other people need to fit into yours. We need to stop letting people judge us. We need to stop letting people accept us. The only person who needs to accept you is you. Nobody else. And you know what? If people don't like that, whose problem is that? Theirs or yours? It's their problem. Stop trying to fit in with people. Because you know what? Those people you're trying to fit in with, who don't accept who you are, they are your negative energy thieves. Those are your negative energy thieves. Those are the people that are taking your soul, that are taking your energy, that are taking your vibes, taking your ambience. Rolf says it's your problem if you would like to fit in. Well, the only reason you would want to fit in with people like that is if you have a low self-esteem or low self-confidence. We need to stop accepting people treating us the way that they do. I think it's a very big subject which we're not going to have time for tonight. But we need to stop accepting the way people treat us. ZS3PV says it's almost like the genuine apology these days are some kind of conviction. Exactly. Lynn says, because we do not have enough confidence in ourselves. That is why I have made a conscious choice not to be this way. I'm shining my light. Good. Cameron says, you are who you are and don't give a fuck about those that judge you. Exactly. Harriet says self-destructive behavior has many forms: cutting, drugging, fighting. But you know what? And again, this apologizing for who we are is self-destructive behavior. It is. It's self-destructive behavior. We are allowing other people to diminish our worth. Why? Why? Why do you allow people to diminish your worth? Why? That's a very deep question we need to ask ourselves. I do it myself, as I say. I'm not. I'm not preaching. We having a discussion. I can't preach. I'm not perfect. I do the same thing. I go about these subjects that I go with you guys because I'm going on this journey with you. It's a journey of self-discovery, and it's a journey of being more confident and being a better person. And not a better person for anybody else, a better person for myself. Being a better person who I want to be, not what anybody else wants me to be. You know, I completely lived my life. And this is the truth, guys. I lived my life waiting for the words from my mom that said, I accept you. I lived my life waiting for those words. 38 years I have waited for 3 little words from one woman. I accept you. That has brought a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety, a lot of things into my life. A lot of low self-esteem, a low confidence. And lately I've been thinking to myself, why? I don't need her acceptance. I don't. I don't need her acceptance. If I can look in the mirror every day and I can say to myself, you know what, I'm making a difference in my life. And with making that difference, I'm making a difference in other people's lives too. And I can look in the mirror And I know that every single day I'm trying to be a better person. And I'm trying to be a better mom and a better girlfriend and a better daughter. If I know I'm living my life trying to improve everything in my life, then I don't need anybody else's acceptance. If I can accept myself, I don't need anybody else to tell me I accept you. I don't. I just want to go up here, but I think I missed a few comments. Hender said wants to be accepted, but don't stay to your true self. Compromise yourself at times. You know, and this is the other thing, okay? Don't ever change who you are to be with somebody, whether it be a girlfriend, a wife, a friend. Don't change who you are to be a part of somebody's life. If they can't accept who you truly are or your true personality, then they're not worth it. They're not the right person to be in your life. They're not. They are not the right person to be a part of your life. If they can't accept you for who you are, they're not the right person. Carrot said people who get hurt by others end up isolating and shutting everyone out. And that is where the real damage starts, because as humans, we need human interaction. Exactly. People become introverts. People become introverts where they end up basically sitting at home behind a computer all the time because they don't want to be around people, because they don't have the confidence to be around people, because they feel that they need to be rich or have money to be accepted, or be really pretty, or have blue eyes, or whatever it is that that group is interested in. If people can't accept you as you are, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. Hendo says affirmation. Yeah. Cameron says I'm making him cry. Sorry, Cameron, I didn't mean to make you cry. Lynn says, I feel what you are saying. It has taken me a lot longer to have mine too. I was 53 years old, am now 54. Yeah. Ah, the other Cameron's here. Cameron Heslop. Hello. Um, oops, it went down, jumped down too far now. Cameron's joined us. Hello, Cameron Heslop. Leanne said, Cameron, me too. Laura, us just so special. Thanks, my sweetie pie. Cameron saying I missed something. Yeah, you missed a lot of something. Lynn says, Laura, you're making a difference in our lives being that gift that you are. Thank you, my sweetie pie. I hope I am. You know, that's the only reason why I stream, is so that in the hope that I am making a difference in somebody's life. If I'm not, then I stop. Then because if I'm not making a difference, then there's no point in me doing this. Cameron said, I agree with that statement. Which one? Sorry, I've said a few now. ZS3PV said, Mr. Jordan Peterson has a bunch of material on YouTube regarding the subject. His videos really helped me. Oh, really? I must go check him out. Jordan Peterson. Okay. Cameron says, I have to go say goodnight to my parents. Okay, Cameron. Night. Hope you have a good one. ZS3PV is saying yes to Rolf. Hendo said, don't associate with shallow people. Toxic people are a liability. Exactly. Cameron said, could I post a link to my channel? Of course you can, Cameron. Go for it. You and Lynn, you must both post your links. Yeah, guys, you must check out as well. Lynn's started a Telegram group. If you're on my Femme Fatale group, then I did post the link in there. So then you can go and join Lynn's Rhodesians Will Never Die Telegram group as well. So yeah, there's Cameron's link for his channel. Please subscribe. If you haven't yet, let's all support each other. Let's support all of us small little channels. Let's get everybody up and motivated and encouraged and get them going. Because that's what we need. That's what we need. Alpha wants, if Catherine is watching, I know I still owe her a prize. I'm working on my merch. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but I'm busy with it. Okay, I'm not gonna forget about her. I promise. Okay, guys. Well, I think I've rambled on a lot. But yes, I'm going to be doing a TikTok about the LGBTQT murders that are happening in the Cape. Cameron says he's 51 away from 100. Cool. We'll get you there. Hendo says Lynn's new Telegram group is very chatty. Yes. And it's good to have a group that's chatty, you know? It's always nice to have, then if you're feeling alone or you need good conversation, you can pop on a group and just have a nice chat. I mean, that's what we all need every now and then. And if you don't like the constant chatting, then put it on mute and read it when you get a chance. Don't leave a group that's good for you because of people being chatty. Mute the notifications, and then you don't have to get bugged by the noise all the time. But yeah. Okay, guys. So Cameron said, I think I'm also going to make a Telegram group. Okay, Cam, you must do so. So I think on Sunday we should stream about this damaging ourselves, because now I haven't touched on the subject too much. So I'll create my TikTok and I'll post my TikTok video on YouTube as well, so that it's there. Please, can you share that video that I'm going to make? Share it everywhere so we can bring out some awareness of these murders that are going on in the Cape. And let's get the word out there. Let's get the awareness out there. Please, everybody, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere you can. Let's get awareness for what is happening in our communities. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before I go? Lynn says we need to do a call-in. Yes, I'm planning on doing a call-in tomorrow. So we'll do a call-in stream tomorrow night. I think Ronaldo only streams at 5 o'clock tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. He only does the honorable members stream. So if he is only doing the honorable member stream, then I will stream at like 8 o'clock, so we can just do it nice and early. Cameron says, have a good night, everyone, and remember that you are enough and you are loved for who you are. Thank you, Cameron. I love that. Thank you so much. And yes, he's right. You are enough and you are special and you are awesome. And love yourself as much as other people love you, if not more. Lynn says, of course I will. Okay, cool. Leanne Prince says, Laura, Sunday will be awesome. Thanks, love, and nighty nights. All God bless. Night, Leanne. Hope you have a good sleep. So we'll do a call-in stream tomorrow night, and then on Sunday I'll do a quick stream about damaging yourself. Self-destructive behavior, we'll call it. Henda said, hectic stream. Normally this channel is easygoing, especially with those two in New Zealand. Sorry, Hendo. I apologize if the stream was a bit rough tonight. My apologies. Citizen Guardians, I didn't even know you were here. You're saying goodbye. Cheers. Bye. Okay, well, let me try and do this outro thing. Hope I can get it right. Let's see. So I hope you all have a fantastic evening further. Sleep well. And yes, I will post my TikTok video later. Have a good one, guys. Don't forget you're awesome. And sleep well. and love you all madly. Bye.